Shalom, yasharahla, shalom. Zaktazawa from the sons of Israel. Come back from your lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, Lord, and honor to Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi, Hasham, HaRawchaa, Qadash. Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham, Barakatha, Yahawah, Barakatha, Hasham. halalyam, hawad, Kabad, la Yahawah, Hasham, Hamashiach, Yahawashi, Hasham, HaRawchaa, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles' Nelson. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect of Israel, who push the truth and diligence in sincerity and truth. And to the aqua for this learning, to you all I say shalom, wa Barakatha. This lesson will be about what is our true passion. First, for 1 or 2 minutes, I wanted to look up the definition of passion. The first definition: strong and bodily controllable emotion. So to say, it's a strong emotion that is under control, that you can control, okay? The second, the suffering and death of so-called Jesus, which is Yahawashi. It is a spiritual, man, because I was just looking up the word for passion, and they're saying the passion is that Yahawashi died for us, man. He died for the nation of Israel, man. Even these Edomites know how big this is, man. Okay, this was the Yahawashi gave us through that life, man. He gave us repentance from sin, you understand? For the sins you should be put to death all the time in the past, man. Before Yahawashi came, Yahawashi gave us the gave us the chance to repent from our sins, man. And how dare are you to say, my passion is football, my passion is school, my passion is this and the third. Our passion, our true passion is this truth, man. This truth is our passion, man, and nothing else. This other stuff was bullshit compared to the truth, man. You can work out as hard as you want in the gym to be an NFL star. What happens if the society crashes? If Yahawashi comes back and kills, man, come back with war and with slaughter, man? What you gonna do then? Nothing, man. What would your football skills do? Bring you then if the Most High let you out of nowhere break your leg? If the Most High let you be fucked up by little guys, man, what you gonna do then, man? Your muscles won't work shit, man. Only the faith gonna save you at the end. And this is why the truth is our passion, man. Yahawashi died for us, man. The truth is our passion, man. Okay, and nothing else, man. So let's go to the scriptures. I just wanted to look it up, man. halalyam, la Yahawashi, Mashiach, Yahawashi. This is spirit, man. First, we go to the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 10. And it says, wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. If ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Okay, why did I say it? Passion, man. Okay, why, I said it. This the most I gave me that spirit to make a lesson about it. Because, when I think about, and like, before I came to the truth, I was all over football, man. I was working out only for football. I was eating more for football. I was doing this, that, and third for football, man. I was changing my whole life for my passion. Okay, everyone is doing changing his life up for his passion, man. And this is the same what we need to do in the truth, man. We need to change our life up to follow the true passion, man. The passion that can give you life, man, which is the truth, okay? Which is Yahawashi and nothing else. We can't have any other passion than the Most High, than the truth. To do the work, to be in the work, to follow such commandments, man. If you have two passions, man, you need to decide for one. This is not like the scripture says in Matthew 6 and 24. You roughly paraphrasing, you can't serve God and mammon. You need to decide between both. The Most High is the truth, and mammon are these other passions, man. You only have one passion, and this is the truth, man. This is what you need to be clear of, man. We only have one passion. This is the Most High, man, the truth, okay? Because we're going on. If you have a passion, you always go 100 for the passion, man. You go always going for 100 for it. You change everything for it. You always want to be in it, you know. And how can you do it when you have two things, man? Then you go 50-50 or 10-90, 10% for this one, 90% for the other, or 60 and 40%, You need to decide, man, whether it's the passion of the truth or passion of the world, man. Passion of the Messiah or the world, man. Okay? So, and this is why I quote the scripture, 2 Peter 1:10. Because it said diligence, man. When you do something diligence, you're always in it. It's like scripture says, I'm roughly paraphrasing. We should, I will go later into it. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick, okay? Before I forget it, man. Yahawah, man. It's the spirit. Book of 2 Timothy, chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with long suffering and doctrine. In season, out of season. So always preach the word. And like it says, pray without. Let me just look it real quick up. So like, bear with me 1 second. Without season, man. It's right here. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Pray without seasoning. Okay. Okay, let's just look real quick. Looked it up in the Bible dictionary. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Okay. So like it first. No shit. If I just go to it. 5:17. Okay. It says. What was it? Oh, so like it was first. Bear with me 1 second. 5:17. Ceasing. Without intermission. So like it. Without ceasing. Incessantly. Okay. Let me just look at that real quick in German. Bear with me 1 second, man. Ceasing, man. Without a break, man. It says in German ohne Pause, which means without a break. We should constantly pray, man. So when you constantly pray, when you're constantly in the truth, when you're constantly working, how can you have another passion? How can you do another stuff, man? You can't, man. Dauere aber, man. Aber means father, okay? And he gave me knowledge, wisdom, understanding through German, man. Through my so-called mother language, man. My first language in this wicked world, man. But we need to pray without ceasing, okay? We need to give all diligence. What else we need to do, man? Joshua 1:10, okay? It's so like a 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of their mouth. So the word shouldn't depart out of your mouth. We should constantly speak of the word, to the best of our ability. We should follow the commands best of our ability, but we should constantly talk about the word, about the law of Yahawashi, about His word, man. But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. You should constantly work in the word. If it's thinking about the word, if it's talking about the word, if it's doing the work, if it's discussing the word, you should be always in the word, day and night, man. That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make this way prosperous. So if you follow the commandments best of your ability, always do the work, you make your way prosperous, man. And then thou shalt have good success. Then you have success, man. Then you're gonna keep going, man. Okay? So how can you have two passions? How can you be in football if you always be or another sport or in other stuff, man? If you always should be in the work, man. Because in football you can tell me what you want, or in another so-called passions, man. You can't. They are not 100% Israelites, man. They are in the truth, whatever in the truth, they would die for the truth, They are fools. wicked dudes, ungodly people, man. Okay, idiots are there who talk all kinds of bullshit about the scriptures, and you shouldn't do that, man. Okay, you understand? Philippians 2 verse 12. And it says, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, as not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So this is Paul speaking, okay? So he said, in my absence, do it even more, okay? And ultimately, yeah, it's the same thing with Yahawashi, man. When Yahawashi were there, they labored, man, some of them. And now that he's gone, man, we need to go 100, man, to work out our own salvation now, man. Okay? So how should we work on our own salvation out in diligence and sincerity with trembling and fear? You know, how should we do that if we have two passions? If we concentrate our wickedest mind on another stuff, and this other stuff would take our whole concentration away. Because when you think about it, man, if it was in the sport, man, I was going into it, man. Jake is going into that sport. If you have a passion, man, you go 100 for that shit, man. You change everything up, like I said in the beginning, man. So how can you have two fucking passions, man? You only can have one passion, and this is the truth. It's either truth or death, light or darkness, man. Salvation or death, bro. That's it, man. Decide. Okay, you can't have two passions, because when you think about it, okay, you for example, you say, okay, I do 2 times in the week football practice and go like 1 or 2 times in the gym, okay? We say like in the gym you only go in half an hour. You have these 2 days football track practice only from 9 to 11 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays, for example, okay? And then what is happening, man? You go in there, your mind is completely gone because you concentrate always on this fucking sport or your passion, okay? And you don't meditate on the scripture stand, because meditate means think about the scriptures, okay? Salakia. Alright, Salakia, Israel. Shit, Salakia, Israel. Satan want to interrupt, man. You know how Satan is, man. But meditate means just think of okay, to think. Let's just real quick look the word of meditate before I continue, because we should meditate, think about the word day and night, man. So like at 1, just go to 1 and look at meditate, okay? Meditate. To moan, growl, utter, boost, mutter, speak, roar. Meditate, devise, mouse, imagine. Okay, you should imagine the word, man. You should think about the word all day, man, all the time, okay? And the thing is, you won't do it if you have another passion and the truth, okay? You won't do it because you need to decide for one. For one, you go 100%, okay? Because when you have another passion, you go 100% for that, man. Like I said before, you need to really decide, man. Okay? This is like the career, man. You searching a career for a job, for example. You're going 100 for the job. You do an overshift for the job. Then you get higher after a few years, you know, in a higher rank. You know, you're giving everything for this wicked-ass job. And at the end, it's nothing. It's for nothing, okay? But you're going for 100 for it, and you're not thinking about anything else. And this is what we got in the same thing, man. You know, when you're in the truth, man, really diligently working, man, you constantly think about the truth. Of course, you got sometimes things, you lay in the bed, man, you think about other stuff or doing other stuff, man. Of course, because you got your wicked-ass flesh, because we're not pure. We're not 100% right now. But still, we're trying to the best of our ability to work on salvation out, which means to do the work in diligence and sincerity, from deep of spirit and truth, man, with nothing even in faith, man. Okay? So Israel, man, we have only one passion. This is the truth, man. This is the truth, man. Okay, now we'll go to the book of 1 Corinthians. Chapter 15, verse 18, and it says, no, So like it was another one. So like 58. 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahawah. So how? Explain to me how. If you should try, if we need to try to follow God's commands best of our ability, okay. And it says, abound always in the work of Yahawah, which is praying, fasting, studying, reading, watching videos, making videos, going to highways and just to preach, okay? This, second, and third. How can you then have another passion? How can you concentrate then on something else, man? Israel in the fucking end game right now, man. Yahawashi is coming back, man. How can you concentrate on other stuff, man? You can't, man. Concentrate on this truth or you're gonna die, man. For as much as we know that your labor is not vain in Yahawah, man. This labor is not vain, man. But the other labor is vain, man. So concentrate on this truth. Concentrate, man. Salaki, Israel. Concentrate on the truth, man. We need to concentrate, man. We need to have our true passion, man. This is the truth, okay? You can't put both together, word and the truth. You can't. You have to decide for one. And it said, always abounding in the work of Yahawah. How can you have another passion then? Explain it to me. You can't, man. But it says, oh, it's roughly paraphrasing. We shouldn't be over righteous, okay? But this is another term, man, okay? Because we're over righteous, man. For example, man, your mother is asking you, can you help me on this day with this? You're always working this. The next day with the same thing, and the third day, like 1-2 weeks, man. You're doing nothing for the truth. Right after work, you're going to help her, man. It's help, you're doing nothing but this so-called, you help your mother out, But don't be over righteous, man. You need to do the work too, man. You understand? It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 19. And it says, lay not up for yourself treasures up upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Verse 20. But lay up yourself treasures in heaven. So put your treasures, what you want in heaven, and not. So this is another way saying, don't put your goals in this wicked world where it gonna be either stolen or, you can have, like, for an example, man, you had to set your goal, man. You're like, in 2 years I want to have a big house, okay? And then the thief comes and steals everything from it, man. Takes your bank card, and you don't recognize it. He gets all your money, for example, and it's gone, man. Okay? But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, man. Lay up yourself treasures in heaven. You should be, so your goal should be heaven, man. That you're one of the elect, man. Okay? Where neither moth nor rust does corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Where your mind be also. It's not like that. If you had this passion in the world, where you were in the world, you're like, I want to be this, that, and the third. I want to be, I don't know, NFL star, NBA star. Your mind, we're always in that shit, man. You're always thinking about it. You're always looking for new news about the NFL, about the NBA, man. Put your treasures in heaven, Israel. Yasharahla, put your treasures in heaven, that you go after your true passion, man. Okay? So now we go to my last precept, Hasham, which means Lord willing. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 9. And it says, do thy diligence to come shortly unto me. What does that mean, man? Do the work and diligence in sincerity and truth to come shortly unto Yahawah, Hasham, Yahawashi, man. Okay? We need to work on salvation. We need to do our work, man. We need to be ready to die, man. We need to be ready for everything, man. Because Yahawashi died for us, man. We need to be ready to die for him, man. Because Yahawashi is a true friend. Let me prove it real quick. Okay? was John 14 or 15. Bear with me 1 second. Was 14 the end? I think so. Whatchamacallit, where was it? Bear with me 1 second. Let me look it real quick up in my Bible because I got a mark there. You know, bear with me 1 second. Where was it, man? I know it wasn't 15 or 14. Bear with me 1 second, Israel. 15. What's 15, man? John 15 and 13 is the Spirit, man. Greater love has no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. What did Yahawashi do, man? Yahawashi died for us, man, for our wicked nature, man. Verse 14, ye are my friends. Why is we are his friends? Because Yahawashi died for us, man. Yahawashi died for the nation of Israel. Matthew 15 and 24. If you do whatsoever I command you, and we are his friends, if we do whatever we command him, what he command us, man, to do, okay? So work out your own salvation, man. Yahawashi died for us, and he's our friend, man. You know, he did the part that he needs to do. Now we are to do our part, man. We're just working on salvation, on doing the work, okay? So do your part, Israel, and never give up, man. Never give up, man. Yahawashi died for us, man. So I don't want halalyam, Lord willing. This lesson was edifying. Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashi, Hasham, HaRawchaa Qadash, halalyam, hawad Kabad, la Yahawah Hasham, Yahawashi, Hasham, HaRawchaa Qadash. Kwam yasharahla, yasharahla, Dawada, Yahawashi, HaMashiach, man. Dawada. Shalom, Barakatha.